Hello everyone. Today's video is the column method for multiplication, and this is the learn video. In this video I will be teaching you how to use the column method for multiplication, so make sure you're watching and listening carefully. Let's get started. We are going to start off by doing a 2-digit number multiplied by a 1-digit number. Here's our question: 52 times by 3. Step 1 is to write these numbers in the hundreds, tens and ones column. So for 52 we don't have any hundreds. In the tens column we have 5. In the ones column we have 2. 52. Now for 3 there isn't any hundreds or tens, but there are 3 ones. We're going to put in our multiplication sign, and this is the way that we set it out. Step 2. Now you can see the two numbers that I've boxed around here. We're going to start off by timesing these two numbers together. So we've got 3 times by 2, and that gives us 6. Now we write that 6 down here in our ones column just below the 3. Like so. Step 3. Now I've got the 5 and the 3 boxed off. We're going to times them two together. So 3 times by 5 gives us 15. We're going to write 15 down here. So 5 would be in the tens column and 1 in our hundreds column. The answer to this question is 156. We are now doing a 2-digit number multiplied by a 2-digit number. Our question is 83 times by 23. Our first step is to write it in the hundreds, tens and ones column. So for 83 we have 8 in the tens column, 3 in the ones column, and then for 23 we have 2 in the tens column and 3 in the ones column. Our multiplication sign, and this is how we set it out. Step 2. The numbers I've boxed off, we're going to times those together. So we have 3 times by 3, which gives us 9, and we write that just below the 3 here. Step 3, we are timesing 3 by 8. 3 times 8 gives us 24, and we're going to write that just below, like so. Step 4. Now that we have finished timesing by the ones column, so we've times 3 by 3 and we've also times the 8 by the 3. So we're going to be moving on to our tens column. So we're now going to be doing 2 times by 3. 2 times by 3 gives us 6. But we're not going to be writing it underneath our 9 here. Instead, we are going to be placing a 0, and this is what we call our placeholder. And we put this because we are on our tens digit. So we're going to put our 0 here. So 2 times 3 gave us 6, and we're going to write that just below here. Step 5. 2 times by 8 gives us 16, and we are going to be writing this like so. This is our last step, step 6. Now that we have finished timesing by our ones column, so that is our 3 times by 3 and 3 times by 8, and we've also finished timesing by our tens column, so that's our 2 times by 3 and our 2 times by 8. We can now move on to adding these two numbers together. Now this is just similar to the column method for addition, where you would have your two numbers and you're adding them together. If you don't know how to use the column method for addition, please watch that video first. 9 plus 0 is 9. 4 plus 6 is 10. Putting our 0 down, carry over the 1. 2 plus 6 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. Nothing plus 1 is 1. And our answer is 1909. We are now going to move on to a 3-digit number multiplied by a 2-digit number. Similar to the previous two examples, we are going to start off by placing 239 and 54 in the hundreds, tens and ones column. 239, we have 2 in the hundreds column, 3 in the tens column and 9 in the ones column. And for 54, we have nothing in the hundreds column, 5 in the tens column and 4 in the ones column. Multiplied together, and this is how we set it out. Step 2. This time I haven't drawn the box around the two numbers that we're timesing by, because by now you should know which numbers we're timesing by. So 4 times by 9 gives us 36. We're going to write down the 6 and carry over the 3. So we're going to remember that for next time. Step 3. 4 times 3 gives us 12, plus 3 gives us 15. We're going to write down the 5 from the 15 and carry over the 1. Step 4. 4 times by 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And that is our steps 2, 3 and 4. Now that we have finished timesing by our ones column, so that is 4 times by 9, 4 times by 3 and 4 times by 2, we can move on to timesing by our tens column. But first of all, we are going to put our placeholder down of 0 because we are moving on to our tens column. So step 5, 5 times 9 is 45. We're going to write the 5 down and carry over the 4. Step 6, 5 times 3 is 15, plus 4 is 19. We're going to write the 9 down and carry over the 1. Step 7, 5 times by 2 is 10, plus this 1 over here gives us 11. And we can just write that down, like so. Now that we have finished with our multiplication, we can move on to step 8, which is adding the two numbers together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 5 is 10. Write the 0, carry over the 1. 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. Write down the 9, carry over the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Nothing plus 1 is 1. And our answer for this question is 12,906. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video has helped you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. By subscribing, it will really help me, and it will also help me to become more motivated to create useful videos for you. Thank you. Bye.